वहां पे एक चीज हुई थी जो कि काफी इंटरेस्टिंग है, जो आज मैं शेयर करूंगा आप लोगों के साथ।
हम्म,
हुआ क्या कि
हम्म,
12th के बाद आई वाज द डिस्ट्रिक्ट टॉपर, केमिस्ट्री में भी आई वाज ऑल इंडिया टॉपर, बट देन आईआईटी क्वालिफाई नहीं हुआ। सो
ओके,
बिहार इंजीनियरिंग क्वालिफाई हुआ, राइट?
हम्म,
And but I always had the dream of getting into an IIT. I think that was more of a thought process. I didn't know what is there in IIT.
हम्म,
And I'll get to the point
हम्म,
you just mentioned. But then
right,
क्या हुआ कि I went into one of the colleges and I took admission. I got in one of the colleges. I got civil engineering. I won't name them. I went there.
mm-hmm,
Deposit the money. My certificates was already with them. I just went to that college, to that city, to deposit the money. And all of a sudden, I saw a rangoli. And I not saw a rangoli, but I stepped over a rangoli. खराब हो
okay,
गया रंगोली, ठीक है? तो रंगोली खराब होता
mm,
है तो आप क्या करते हो? आसपास देखते हो,
right,
देखा तो नहीं, अब फिर भाग
हाँ,
जाते हो वहां से,
बिल्कुल,
राइट? नॉर्मल
बिल्कुल,
टेंडेंसी, राइट? दैट्स व्हाट आई डिड। सो रंगोली खराब हो गई,
yeah,
मैंने आसपास देखा तो मुझे नजर पड़ गई नोटिस बोर्ड। नोटिस बोर्ड
mm,
पे लिखा हुआ था, देयर वाज अ गाय फ्रॉम अ सर्टेन आईआईटी हु वाज कमिंग टू दैट कॉलेज फॉर गेस्ट लेक्चर। उसके लिए
mm,
कॉलेज सजी हुई।
okay,
मेरा माइंडसेट चेंज हो गया। दैट ट्रिगर वाज अलोन टू से कि
mm,
पीस नहीं दे रहा मैं। आई
mm,
टुक बैक द सर्टिफिकेट्स, रिवॉल्टेड अगेंस्ट माय फैमिली, अब पटना चला गया कि अब तो मुझे नहीं पता क्या होगा, पर मैं एक साल
mm,
तैयारी तो जरूर करूंगा आईआईटी की।
जरूर,
दैट वाज,
right,
एंड God is with you when you're really determined. God stays with you, right? And luck favors
mm,
the brave. I had given an exam for Fiji at that time, and I got 100% scholarship for hostel and for fees. पढ़ाई free हो,
great,
parents who
mm,
could afford at that point in time, they had no problem. So oh, बस एक रिवॉल्ट हुआ, लड़ाई हुई, द सेंस
mm,
भाई तुम पढ़ लो, बिकॉज एक साल जो ड्रॉप करता है उसकी रिजल्ट खराब होती है, and all that kind of stuff. And they were thinking good for me, right? But they were thinking from their
mm,
lens what they were exposed to. But then that's what happened, and the life changed completely. I went into there and I prepared, and next year I really, I mean, I qualified. I qualified the JEE exam, and then I went into an IIT. But coming to your question, Aman, and I think it's a
mm,
very interesting question. What differentiates? For me, IIT is like any other college.
mm,
What really differentiates is the environment and the people, right?
exactly,
So
exactly,
you look at it, right? There are a lot of hardworking people who prepare, and I have respect for everyone. Going to an IIT
mm,
doesn't mean you're successful, right? I have so many friends from
right,
IIT and so many friends not from IIT who are doing incredibly well against my peers from my college, right? Or from my
right,
other IITs in terms of my peers, right? But
mm,
then what
mm,
really differentiates or sets apart is
mm,
कि वहां पर एक environment ऐसा होता है कि there are sharp minds all around. These
mm,
sharp minds create the entire environment and creates what IIT it is, right? The same thing goes with Harvard or Stanford. It's the reputation and the people that get into it, right? The selection rate for
mm,
IIT is what, 1%, right? 100 में
mm,
एक आदमी जाता है अंदर जो एग्जाम देता है,
right,
right? Less than 1% actually. The Harvard
mm,
selection is 3%, or 2.5, 3%.
mm,
What I mean to
mm,
say is that to get into an IIT in terms of number of applicants that get into it as compared to Harvard and Stanford is more difficult just by the
right,
number game. I'm not talking about the quality, right? So, but then
mm,
that is how it is. So, what happens when you filter down the scenario? There are very, very like-minded, high potential people in there, and that is what creates or ignites your essence of fuel, right? जिंदगी
right,
में किसी को वो 12वीं के बाद आ जाता है, किसी को वो 20 साल के बाद आता है, किसी को वो
बचपन से,
45 के बाद आता है, किसी को वो 60 के बाद आता है। ये
mm,
प्लेटफॉर्म है एक तरीके से, राइट? प्लेटफॉर्म
mm,
मिल
mm,
जाता है जहाँ पे the like-minded people can create an amazing thing, and that is why the team, the teamwork, the company,
mm,
the people you're around which shapes you, and that is what IIT does. That's how I see how is
mm,
IIT different from any other institution
right,
all over the country, and that's why IIT has produced a lot of successful startups, and still the number of startups that come out of an IIT is much higher than IIM, for example, right? Even though IIM
right,
is management oriented.
mm,
So that's my understanding behind it. Having
right,
said that, I want
exactly.
to reiterate, right? If you don't go to an IIT,
Ah,
it doesn't change anything. What
no,
matters is
obviously,
मैं किस stage में क्या कर रहे हो. That's it.
right, right. And I was going on the same question, right? You said the environment is must, and obviously they give you that environment, and I talked to a lot of people who are from IITs and even from non-IIT. So what they say कि ठीक है, if you have an idea, if you're planning to start up, right? So your professors, your colleagues, right? Everyone helps you कि हाँ ठीक है, एक idea आया. Even professor puts money in you कि हाँ ठीक है, आपका idea मेरे को अच्छा लगा, I'll put money and I'll help you at any level I can, right? So ये चीजें मिलती है, not every college student get. Even I am from Bihar, so I knew कि I tried to get into college, but never, not a single college was there, right? So I came to Noida and studied from normal college. But obviously things are going great. It's not that I'm from not from IIT, कि things are getting hard for me. But yeah, networking, and I believe you whatever you are doing in your life. So network should be. and that is called your network is your net worth, right? That I believe ki I talked to few people, met few connections on LinkedIn, and these things are helping me a lot. Even you, right? I connected with you, and you are also helping me on your behalf, whatever you can do, right? So these things, connection and network is important, I believe.